vortex to have smoothie mouth today? I hope not. I hope not. If I do, though, I guess it'll be alright. I guess I'll just have to accept it, move on with my life. Okay. Sorry, it was a little bumpy right there. And I was just thinking about the absolute futility of people pleasing. I've never been a people pleaser. I've always been a people displeaser because I've known the futility of people pleasing. Maybe it's not futile for other people, but it's definitely futile for me. But I think that I've just always recognized the fact that, like, people aren't ever satisfied with anything, you know, for the most part, because everybody's a woman. They're either women or they act just like women. I'm convinced that this woman problem is actually just a regular ass problem, and women are a lot better at highlighting it. But I think that men have this problem too. It's just not as obvious until later. So I was thinking about the borderline personality. I've studied these types of people mainly because I used to think of myself as these types of people. I really understand emotional instability. I really understand abandonment issues. I really understand brokenness and emptiness and being very conflicted about things. But I guess the desire to understand, the desire to get to know myself and really get to know the why and the how, and really make sense out of it. That's not something that females, at least from my understanding, that's not something that females seem to be particularly interested in. I think that we should be. I think that if we're intuitive and if we desire to be wise, if we desire to be aware of things so that we don't end up in the same situations over and over and over again, that definitely does not seem to be something that women are interested in. But yeah, if that's what we want, then we can definitely achieve that. And I'm living proof of that, baby. I'm living proof. But it seems to me that most people don't really want to learn and grow and evolve. They just want to, keep complaining about how shitty they feel all the time. Stop expecting the world to not be the world, honey. Stop expecting people to not screw you over. That's what this world does. Okay? I guess because I always expected that, maybe I'm being rewarded for not expecting any different. But anyway, because I thought I had borderline personality, I was always very open and honest about everything that I saw wrong about me. And there are people in my life that have not done that. And now that they're older, they're really paying the penalty of that lack of honesty. And of course they hate people like me because we've always been very forthcoming about this. Because I didn't really have the choice to not be that way. I've never understood why people lie. I guess it's easier for them. It was never easy for me. I feel bad if I lie. And I already feel bad about a lot of things, so why would I increase that by lying about something I don't have to lie about? I mean, like I've said, if I got drugs in the car and I get pulled over, I'm probably gonna lie about that. I mean, I don't do that anymore, but when I did, that's something that makes sense to lie about. I've learned over the years that I don't have to be honest about everything to everyone. I've learned that by pissing off people that I didn't need to piss off over things that I didn't need to say. And yeah, I think that people are overly sensitive. They've always been overly sensitive. It just took social media to really prove that. But yeah, like, because people are overly sensitive, it's just better that we don't say everything. Because too many people take too many things personally, and they don't understand that it's not about them. But I can't take them taking it personally. You know? Like, I'm just as guilty as they are if I get offended by them getting offended. Because it's like, yeah, it's just the way of the world. They're being encouraged too. They're being encouraged by all their daily online squabbles. They're being encouraged to just be a fucking candy ass for the rest of their life. And never have to take ownership for their feelings. Never have to be held accountable for bad decisions that they make. That's why I say that society's been feminized, because accountability is a man thing. That's not to say that women can't do that. I wish they would. If feminism were about women taking accountability and being self-aware, I'd be all for it. Unfortunately, it's the complete opposite.